folks, I'm back. Today I want to share a story with you. Something that I heard a couple of days back and I thought, wow, this just sums up so many incidents and circumstances and situations that we engage in our day-to-day life, and how we respond, how we react, and our approaches and outlooks, how we deal with things in life. Now check this out, people. I'm not here to preach religion whatsoever, but I do want you to listen to my story because it may be insightful to you, and it may be inspiring. Not only inspiring, it may even educate you just that little bit to improve the quality of your situation, your responses. Now check this out. The story is of 3 pious people and 1 curious man. Once upon a time, long, many decades, centuries ago, or whatever have you, there was one curious person that wanted to know, what does it take to become pious? What is piety all about? Righteousness. So he thought to himself, what more better way to find out than just going to the mosque and see what these pious people do. So hence this person went to the mosque, saw pious guy number 1, and all this pious guy did was pray, recite the holy book, and just sit there, reflect and ponder, and just be really engrossed in his worship and engaged in his worship. Now, the curious man, was so taken aback by this, so overwhelmed, and thought to himself, wow, this person looks really deep into his practice, really looks deep and sincere, and very righteous. So he took it upon himself, the curious man took it upon himself, to slap this pious man, pious number 1 man, across his face, to see what kind of reaction he would get, to see really where his level of piety is at. And in response to the slap, the pious man did nothing back whatsoever. He just kept on praying, supplicating, and just concentrating in whatever he had to do in his worship. And the man, the one who slapped him, was taken aback by his response. He thought to himself, wow, this is the highest height of piety. This cannot be matched, surely. So he took it upon himself, walked away, and was stunned by this. And later on that day, he decided to return to the mosque. And lo and behold, he met righteous pious guy number 2. And he was also engaged in his worship, doing his prayers, his supplication. And he took it upon himself, that recurring thought had happened again. Let me test and see how pious and righteous this man is. So what did this curious guy do? Slap the righteous pious man across his face yet again. And in response, the pious man, the righteous man, you know what he said? In response to the guy who slapped him, he said, sorry brother, is there something wrong with your hand? He was taken aback by this. Majority of people, when they get slapped across their face, they would react, say something, or just wild out. But no, not this righteous pious man, pious number 2. No. He took it upon himself just to forgive this person. Just took it upon himself, well, maybe that there's a defect, a default in this person, before he even got himself wound up and reacted. No. This pious man, this righteous man, was very in control of his actions and his thoughts. He was very composed. And by his action, the curious man was taken aback and thought to himself, wow, surely this person cannot be matched in piety and in righteousness whatsoever. No way, sirree. So that day, he was still amazed. The curious man was still amazed, and he walked off. And further later on, into the night, he met the 3rd righteous pious guy inside the mosque. The pious guy, the righteous guy, was deeply engrossed in his worship, reflecting, pondering, and supplicating. And that reoccurring thought had happened again. Let me see how pious this man really is. Now check this out. He decided to take it upon himself to slap the righteous pious guy across his face. And do you know what happened? Do you know what the third righteous, pious guy did in response? He slapped the other guy back. He slapped the curious guy back on his face. Do you know why he did that? Do you know why he did that? The curious man was taken aback. He was so surprised, stunned, shocked, and froze. And then asked, why did you slap me back? I thought you was pious. I thought you was righteous. And the righteous man responded, there will come a situation in your life where it will be okay to turn the other cheek once you've been violated. And there'll come another time where you would have to excuse someone for what they've done to you. You'd have to forgive them. You'd have to look for a reason to not react. And thirdly, the reason why I slapped you, because of the fact that if I didn't stop you, if I didn't slap you back, you would have transgressed and went further on and violated more and more people along the way. So I had to put a stop to you. There you go. That was the story I thought I just might share with you guys. Look at that, people. I'm going to quickly summarize that. That actually goes to show that it's not always about turning the other cheek in each and every single situation. Sometimes you have to stand up and retaliate. Sometimes you have to back down. Sometimes you have to excuse someone. And sometimes you do have to put your foot down. And that's life for you. No one technique can work and be applied in each and every single situation. That is the moral of the story, people. That I thought I might bring to your attention. I hope that has been very insightful, because for me personally, it has benefited greatly. For me personally, it has made a lot of sense in terms of dealing and tackling with situations that may unfold in my life. As long as you have sensible options to go about things in your day-to-day life, the more stronger and composed you can become. So people, that is my rant for today. And that's all I have to say. Until then, by all means, please, if you want to learn, if you want to develop, if you want to grow, join me on my next video and videos. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.